Blink Twice is a new satire, mystery and psychological thriller film. This is the directorial debut by actress Zoe Kravitz, who you may recognise in Mad Max Fury Road, Big Little Lies, both seasons 1 and 2, and The Batman. Kravitz also wrote the film along with E.T. Feigenbaum. The film is about when tech billionaire Slater King meets cocktail waitress Frida at his fundraising gala. He invites her to join him and his friends on a dream vacation on a private island. As strange things start to happen, Frida questions her reality. I found Blink Twice to be familiar, but at the same time, this is a self-aware and sometimes extremely uncomfortable experience, and I very much liked this film. Firstly, I want to discuss an aspect that I liked the most from Blink Twice, and that is the insane directing by Zoe Kravitz. Kravitz directed the hell out of this film, and it's pretty crazy to think that this is her directorial debut. Her directing is full of enjoyment, confidence, and most importantly, vigilance. Specifically, the way she directs the pacing of the tight editing and the sinister sound makes the experience gripping from the very first scene of the film. In addition towards the sound and the editing, everything is timed so well that the anxiety and uncertainty of the presentation never stops to have a breather. Another part I felt that Zoe Kravitz did a great job was mixing genres, going from a basic drama mystery towards an uncanny psychological thriller and sometimes being a satirical dark comedy, which makes the experience to be an interesting variety. That doesn't make the film one-dimensional and wants to be more than that. It's like Zoe Kravitz meets Jordan Peele's Get Out, Emerald Fennell's Promising Young Woman, and a little bit of Rian Johnson's Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery. I thought the performances were excellent. Naomi Ackie as the main character named Frida was great. You believe and feel in Akkie's performance as a character who is always the centre of attention in her full perspective. Especially when moments get weird and messed up for her and the other women she is with on the island, which involves a lot of manipulation and drugs. Channing Tatum as the villainous Slater King was so unsettling and different, as this is Tatum's first role as an antagonist in a film. He shows a lot of charm and likability, but really by his subtle performance, there is a lot of unpredictability, that there is something inside of him that is full of darkness, and you don't know what tricks he's got up his sleeve and when he will pounce at Frida. The rest of the cast also does an excellent job, and this includes Aaliyah Shawkat, Christian Slater and Simon Rex. Plus, we have Adria Harona, Haley Joel Osment, Liz Carabell, True Mullen, Levon Hawke, Gina Davis, and Kyle MacLachlan. The film is very well shot. I loved the use of colours Blink Twice was going for, such as the use of yellow, which is relaxation, joy, and happiness, and sounds all lovely and chilled, I hope. Then there is also red, which is an example I've mentioned a few times before in other videos, which shows rage, power and danger. The main location, which is the island, does a brilliant job of creating and presenting feelings of power and privilege, but at the same time though, separation and isolation. Regarding the script itself, it does have a familiar setup by the plot. Getting invited to an island by a bunch of strangers, having no contact to society, what could possibly go wrong? But with Blink Twice, it goes past that pretty quickly and wants to focus much more on the execution side, being gripped by its great build-up of the subject matter and themes on wealth, corrupt power, and the patriarchy. When the payoff does kick off, it is interesting and strong by its visuals of how the stakes are presented. What I liked the most about the story's development, both from a writing and directing point of view, It shows great use of subtlety through the small moments by these specific props. That involves a lot of unusual drug use, and eventually Frida and the other women start to realise something isn't right. The build-up of this makes Blink Twice to be more self-aware and uncomfortable on a more satire and psychological thriller level, and less on being on the nose and forced. It's one of those that I'm sure is worth checking out on a second watch to catch those small moments. With my issues, I guess maybe some of the ADR was noticeable and didn't sync completely. But I was very surprised with Blink Twice. It's honestly one of my favourites in the summer film season. In the end, I think Blink Twice has a pretty familiar setup by the story, but wants to focus more on the execution, and it works. It has an uncomfortable build-up by its visuals on the props, with so much passion by Zoe Kravitz's writing and directing for her first feature. It's worth checking out with an audience in cinemas. I'm going to give Blink Twice 4 stars out of 5. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please let me know your thoughts about the film in the comments below. Feel free to watch another video and check out my social media sites. Links are in the description below. I appreciate the like, subscribe and support as always. Have a wonderful day. Until next time.